And hello and welcome to Ears to the East. I just realized the way I said that was really annoying. If the first thing you hear in this recording is and it's so we just recorded a video where I was talking about the growling sounds in certain metal, and I just went and made a I was like, he's the growl fanatic, me less so, and then I just invented an even more annoying and whiny sound. So yeah, we're going to do something a little bit different today. So first of all, I'm just going to hand out the theory. So I have this theory that with anything in life, if you really love something, you have to be able to know what's not perfect about it. I think that anyone who just says this thing is perfect, you know, as honorable as that might be, there's a degree of delusion to that, because nothing in life is perfect. And I think that to me is always how I can, like, I've got some fans on my channel who are like mega fans of bands, who run whole communities about those bands, and they always know the things they don't like. But then you sometimes get people who are like, this band is perfect, they never do anything wrong. And you're like, you just seem to be a person who sits at home and gets angry if anyone offends the band you like. We all know the kind of people I'm talking about. They exist. So the thing is that I thought I would play a little bit of a game with you, Neil. Now, I kind of alluded to this a few weeks ago, but I'm actually gonna pull this one out now. So what we're gonna do is we're each gonna give the other one the name of a band that we really like, and we got to say like our favorite thing about them, but also something that we wish they did better, or they wish they did more of, or maybe a song that we thought just wasn't on par.
All right. Okay. I'm just trying to think of a band that won't piss off, like, you know, all my subscribers. Trying to think ahead.
It doesn't have to be something awful. Okay, I'm going to give you the first shot. Name a band. Oh God, I shouldn't have done that. Name a band that you know I really like.
Ooh. I'm trying to think. Should I give you a nice one or something I know that will get you in trouble?
Get me in trouble.
Get you in trouble. Ooh. All right then. Let's go. Band-Maid.
Fuck it. I kind of lent into that a little bit. I should have turned my head away and just hid the symbol. Like, go for it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
don't forget, if you're watching this, guys, and you want to unsub from Howard's channel, come sub to mine.
Only allowed a limited number of subscribers. Might as well make them all neon. So okay, well, I got lots of things obviously that I like about the band, so I'm going to pick one at random. Things that I really love about the band. I mean, to be honest, I've always said this. My favorite thing about them is that for a band who are so much seen as like the hard rocking maids, and they got the whole hard rock image, I love the fact that a hard rocking self-writing band actually is capable of peppering in so much variation. You know, they have their pop songs, they have About Us, the Start Over, Ignore the Video, great song. You know, they've got those, Page, brilliant. They got songs like that are really varied and out there. So I think
stop keeping us in suspense. We want to hear the stuff you really hate about Band-Maid.
Hey, that was my original pitch, but I decided to add the things you love as well, just so that you would be more confident with what I'm going to set you up for. You know where this is going now after what you just did. I'm giving you time to think. So yeah, that's obviously my main thing that I really love about them is the fact that they're not just a pigeonholed one thing. Yes, that was a pun. The thing that I don't like, I get the feeling that with Band-Maid, there is a propensity towards feeling that they have to take that very thing that I like, the variation, and kind of hide it away. Now, I mean, this is in all of those, with exception to Page, which is kind of the glaringly obvious one, but there was something very weird going on about the production and the whole record. I love that album, Conqueror, but the thing is that with exception to Page, all of their like really varied songs, they stick them like out of the way. Like Start Over is not actually on an album. And, you know, About Us is not on an album. Memorable, not on an album. It's almost like someone's scared to put these things on the album. Like, so every time you listen to a Band-Maid album, you know, with exception to Conqueror, you listen to them and it's like, okay, they tend not to be very varied. They tend to just sort of be very go, go, go all the time. And you're like, yeah, but you are more than this. Why is this not reflected in your albums? It's like, yeah, you get lots of variations in the type of rock they do, but it's like when you're so much more than that, why not show that in your albums? And with their most recent one, Unleashed, there was a lot of people who said, even though it's very short, it all kind of feels like it's at the same speed, the same tone. It's like, yeah, we get it. There's only a few tracks on here, and yet it still feels lacking in variation. So for me, like, their gift is their curse. It's like, for a band who has so much variation, where is it on some of the albums? I'm gonna get so fucking cancelled for that. Sorry. Unseen World is the best album ever. You're a twat. You don't deserve to wear the hat. Take off the hat. Burn yourself. Die. So okay. Actually, I'll be honest. And this is not just me saying it, but actually, as a general, one of the reasons why I enjoy covering Band-Maid is that their fandom has less nutters. Their fandom as a general is pretty damn good. I'm worried about some of the other bands you might give me, but all right. Anyway, it's your turn.
Go on. I'll let you pick. I'll let you pick mine. Then you know a few bands that I like. Which one would you like to put me on?
There are two dangerous places this could go. Two very dangerous places this could go.
Go on.
I'm going to save you from the really dangerous one for now. I'm going to keep the most dangerous one, and to prove how dangerous it is, me letting you off the hook is saying BabyMetal.
So,
that's me letting you off the hook. At home, comment now if you know where this is going when he really bugs me.
So,
BabyMetal.
All right. So with BabyMetal, I don't think there's anything I haven't already said on the main channel. I think with them, I love.
Oh, the whole, nice, loud and clear. So
gotta say the nice things. Love the concept of obviously when Yui was there as well. The songs absolutely amazing, especially some of the longer songs. They really went into the metal a little bit. They've also gone into this, like, the pop and just everything about them and everything they do seems to be. They seem to take a genre, give it that old BabyMetal flair and finish, and then they pump it out. And I'm just like, you know what? Yes, I like this. They do things that I not personally think, oh, would I like this? Where it does go into the realms of poppy and sort of dance a little bit. But you know what? At the end of it, I kind of come out of it and I'm like, you know what? I like that. There's songs out there that I like when you first kind of listen to them, like Shanty Shanty. I'm like, do I like this? That's a bit different to what I would ever listen to anywhere else. And it grows on it. Yeah, exactly. Like the 15th listen, after you're like, you know what, I like this.
Holy shit. So at first I was like, this is a bit of a gimmick. And then I'm like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah, it grows on you. So they go out and they do so many different things.
Damn. See, you've done really good with the compliment, which means it's going to weigh out you.
No, the bad thing that's going to come is like basically going to destroy my whole entire channel. The one thing I don't like about BabyMetal, although I'm hoping this will change with Momo now becoming attached to the girls, but I feel like BabyMetal is so Sue-centric.
That was an easy one. Damn it.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing I've not enjoyed.
I'm sorry, Band-Maid. I'm sorry. He made me do it.
That's probably the one thing for me. I really enjoyed the first two albums from the girls. The third album was obviously a little bit of a weird one for them because obviously they lost Yui. They did the whole Avenger thing, so there wasn't anybody on the second mic. But I feel like Moa really didn't get to do anything in that album either. It just felt very Sue-centric. And I was screaming at the time, why does Moa not get a song? I know there's logistics to that, and she might not be the greatest singer in the world as well. But, as a fan, I really couldn't give two fucking shits if she's not the world's greatest singer. I just want to see her do something. Now, obviously, coming on to this one, obviously they've had. It was this one again. The new one's a little bit weird one because I feel like they probably pre-recorded this way before Momoko joined as a proper third member. So, like, I can't wait to see what they do now with Momoko in full swing and to see if her and Momoko get something together. I'm not saying it has to be Black BabyMetal or anything like that. I just like to see them do something together and get more more time to shine. I would be criminally disappointed if we got another album in another year or two and it was just again purely Sue-centric for like the third album in a row.
I gotta be honest. I so much agree with everything you're saying on this. I gotta be honest. And also, by the way, I do like that your complaint was basically, but there's not enough of Moa, and we lost Yui. So in your complaint, you also propped up two members of the band. Very clever. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And again, this is another thing I've done a video about recently.
There's a dynamic there that they just haven't quite tapped into for like the last two albums, and I understand why. Obviously, there's circumstances surrounding that. They were going in transition. They probably had both albums recorded, one before they lost Yui, two before they signed Momoko permanently. So I understand the logistics of that, and then obviously COVID and all that in between. So like I understand why they've done what they've done. So I can't not.
He understands.
I understand.
He understands, baby.
But
you don't understand.
With that being said, I look forward to in another 2 years seeing what they do. And if
you should be a fucking politician, dude.
Yeah. If Momoko or Moa doesn't get something and it's just the same for the third time in a row, then I seriously got to question what's the point of bringing Momoko in the first place. So they have to mix it up.
They didn't have to reinvent for the other one because it was more just, hey, we're back. This next album, this is the one that we were expecting. This next album is what I think we were expecting the other one to be. This next album is the one where, okay, this is where we want to see this reinvention that's been alluded to. Anyway, all right, let's do one more band each. Have you got anything?
I feel like it's smart in a way to do what they've done. Sorry, quick before I touch on, because like I said, they've released this album and then they've said, hey, Momoko is the new member for this new album while it's already done. So you know it's already been recorded.
I don't want to give you the chance to say too many points that are on the video that I just recorded earlier today.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just ruining Howard's channel. Sorry. But yeah.
That's all right.
Just doing that. Yeah, go on. Another band. Ooh, who can I pick for you to look into this time? Like what would be good?
Skip Hedgehog.
Skip Hedgehog.
She's not in the box.
Oh no, she's in the room somewhere. We'll find her. I'll do it after this. We got an escaped hedgehog. She's so cute. We'll short story short. The hedgehog fell down the drain. We don't know how long she was there for, number of days, and she was trying to claw her way out. And she's basically the amount of blood off her paws was massive. So we've been looking after her for 2-3 days now, and she's definitely healed now. So she's running all over the place. So we're gonna let her back on the wild tonight. So yeah,
Spring Watch with Neon. Okay, that was not what I expected you
to yeah. So but now she's got out of the box and now she's somewhere in the bedroom. So we got an escaped hedgehog in the bedroom. A second band. I'm trying to think. I'm looking at the posters in the background, going, which one has Howard like lovely picked up for me? Well, I'll go Gacharic Spin.
Really? Okay, okay, that's an interesting one. Yeah, Gacharic Spin are a bit of a difficult one because obviously on the complimentary side, I've said a lot about just how recently. I mean, they've definitely got at the moment my song of this year in Kachi Kachiyama, and that is, I mean, that's not to underestimate just how good the songs that have come out this year are. There are some really strong songs this year. But I don't know, just Kachi Kachiyama for me is just like, that's the most complete song. I've obviously had a bit of a checkered past with Gacharic Spin in that when I first heard them, I was unsure if I felt it worked. I was really impressed, but I was unsure if I felt it worked. And then they kind of went through this period where they had albums like Gold Dash that I kind of said, well, actually, I mean, this is more me describing what I disliked about the past and just being honest. And of course, total respect to the fact I know they've been through a lot. But the album Gold Dash, I think, would probably be the thing I cite as the thing that was a problem for me, because the album to me, so in the same way that I would describe everything that I've heard recently by Gacharic Spin, basically making me just so excited about the band. I said in that video I did recently, they were like my #1 bands to watch. They are top of the pile. I love them. And I know Gacharic Spin fans are very, very dedicated. But the album Gold Dash to me was the diametric opposite of all the things I'm saying right now. It's not that it didn't have the musicianship, it had the musicianship, it had all the ideas, it was trying to be mental and crazy, and it even had Angie, so it was the same lineup for all intents and purposes. But I just listened to it, and the thing is it sounded like a band who were really trying really hard, but nothing was clicking. Like from the very beginning of the album, it's like it's really trying to go, whoa, like I don't know, it just didn't hit me at all. I was like, it just sounds like a mess.
Yeah.
People are gonna be so angry I said that, but yeah, the album Gold Dash for me was just messy, all over the place. And I would now say that I think this was probably, considering they changed record company of recent, you justified your point, so I'm going to justify mine. Considering they changed record company of recent, I think there might be a degree that maybe they were a bit stressed by the situation. Obviously, they had a new singer. It was very quickly after Angie came in that Gold Dash came out. It was within a year the album was out, which I know bands have quick turnover, but this is a big band and quite a big album. I get the feeling that there was a lot of pressure going on perhaps, but it just, nothing was clicking. And to be honest, I'm kind of lucky that it didn't fall apart at that point, but you know, whatever. The thing is that then they had a self-entitled album where things started to make some sense, and they have Mindset, which I believe is their biggest single to date. But then they just, like, this recent batch of songs, like you have Mindset, I was like, okay, it's going in the right direction. Okay, we're getting something good. But just everything we're hearing from them now, I'm just like, this is a band on a whole nother level. So I would say, looking at their back catalogue, I feel comfortable saying this is a band who went from a kind of a novelty with amazing musicianship that was occasionally hit and miss, to a band that really felt like it had run out of ideas, to a band that's just being born again. So right now, I have no criticisms of what they are right now, but I would certainly say that looking through their back catalogue, it's quite, for so much talent, it's quite a messy back catalogue. The quality in their discography is very much all over the place. So yeah, that would be my honest opinion. But that's actually a good one. I wasn't expecting you to come up with that, which is rather amusing considering they're right behind me. But
I was kind of
at the moment.
I was thinking them, and I was just looking at the background, going, which one can I pick?
I was about to say, I'm lucky that you didn't go further across, because I might break into tears if you ask me about Trident. They're too new. They're too new. Don't hurt them yet. So okay. What am I going to give you? I'm going to give you something a bit interesting, a bit different, a bit interesting. But
oh no, I don't like that. I don't like the look of your face.
Okay, no, I'm because all right. If people like this, we'll do another one of these, and if we do another one of these, I will ask him about the band that you want me to ask him about. But for now, I'm going to ask him about something different.
Oh, okay.
Atarashii Gakko.
Okay. I love a lot of what they do, and I don't think there's quite a band out there probably as decisive as Atarashii, and I wouldn't say as diversive as them as well, to be honest. They are so different, but that is
divisive or
divisive.
diverse?
Yeah, like lots of people, like both.
Oh, but yeah, I guess they are kind of divisive and diverse at the same time, aren't they?
Yeah. They're diverse in the fact that they do so much. Decisive because I feel like for a lot of people, they're like Marmite. I feel like you either like them or you don't. I feel like they're definitely one of those bands that don't really have a middle ground. I
feel that it's more a song to song thing with me. Like I love some of their songs and I hate some of their songs. And anyway.
That's the way I was thinking of it. To be honest, like is song wise, personality wise with the girls. I know you don't like the gimmick, but I love the personality of the girls. I think there's something really, really awesome. I was just like, I'm gonna hurt you.
Press dislike to kill Howard. No. Press like to kill Howard. Let's get something out of my death. Anyway, Karen.
So I love the girl. Yeah, I was thinking more like I said, song to song instead of personality wise. I love the girl's personality. I think it's very unique, very wacky. All right,
is that a hedgehog?
I'll help find. No, it's not the hedgehog. They still can't find her, so I'm gonna have to go and find her in a second. But yeah, I feel like for their personalities and stuff. I really like that. I think it's really, really unique and stuff like that. I feel like it's really, really cute. A lot of people really, really like Suzuka or whoever else are the girls, you know, Mizu. They do.
Do not remember the other
So
three.
it's, I am so bad with names. Like if anybody knows me, I'm like that's the worst part. But song wise, it's hard. I wouldn't say I actively dislike any of their songs, but I would be the first to admit that there's some songs I'll play a lot, and there's some songs that I'm like that like gets played, and I'm like, okay, I've listened to that one now. Let's move on to
What's the skipper?
There's a few. There's a few. there are a few. But there's also
Pineapple Kryptonite. Everyone at home.
No, the Pineapple Kryptonite. I love that song. I'm not even ashamed to admit it.
It's my least favorite.
Pineapple Kryptonite.
Can I just say, it's interesting, like on my ones, I get negative for talking about bands, and on your ones, I also talk about negative about. Basically, I'm talking negative about all the bands, so basically, I'm gonna get all the hate. Anyway, carry
on. So yeah, like originally when we kind of first got into them, it was more because they were like, you know, their craziness, their persona, and stuff like that, and the music was, I was gonna say almost secondary. It was quite funky when they first started. It was quite lots of funk and bass and stuff like that with the craziness. And I was like, you know what? I really like the craziness. I really like the gig, but the music I'm lukewarm to. And then they started doing other stuff outside the funk, which I really, really like. There was the one that I probably remember where I was like, hey, actually, I quite like this. And I would like to see some more, honestly, because of the music, was when they did Boy with the Glasses.
Okay.
And I was like, that was a little bit more craziness, where the verses were a little bit more slowed down, and obviously when the chorus hits in, it was like, okay.
I'll have to check that out.
And it was a lot less. It was a lot less of the funk, a lot less of the dance as well, and a more typical song. More of a typical structured song, because when they first started out, it was a little bit more like the music, and then they were just dancing to it a little bit more. And I was like, this is nice and stuff. And then they kind of developed into like more of like traditional songs and doing the songs and stuff about it with the craziness. I feel like they've evolved over time. Again, me and you will go backwards and forwards on this debate, but I feel like their sound has developed, and
it has definitely developed. I just don't know whether I think all the developments have been good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I liked the development. I liked where they were going. My probably issue with them, I would say, would be I don't know where they go from here. Like, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what they do from. Like, I feel like they've hit the point where they've done the songs, they've done all the craziness and stuff like that. And although I would, if they did that again, I don't think I would hate it. I'd be like, yeah, more Atarashii Gakko.
I gotta be honest. That's not quite a complaint. I think the only way that I could see that as a thing that you disliked, that's saying that I preemptively assume that I may dislike something. That's not really an answer. I would say the only way I could word that as a dislike would be for you to say that you think their whole shtick has been exhausted, which is kind of the way it comes across. Like they've exhausted the shtick and they need a new shtick.
I wouldn't say that. I would see the thing is, if they exhausted the stick and this is all they have left and this is all they do for the rest of their careers, I would be happy with it. Like, that's not a complaint. I'd be like, okay, we've got Atarashii Gakko. I think from their point of view, they want to be more than that. They want to be a worldwide success. Like, you can tell from their promotion, you can tell from the gigs that they're doing, the tours of US. That's where they're aiming. That's what they're aiming for. I'm just wondering if they have the legs to do that.
Okay, so you I'm going to present the possibility of. So you can't name a song that you dislike. Is there a member that you dislike? Is there too much Suzuka?
No, there's never enough Suzuka.
There is too much.
And again,
anyway,
she grew on me because at first I was like, okay, she's a bit crazy. Don't know.
You mean you saw her without her glasses on? That's what you really.
You know what? Somebody posted me a picture actually in my Discord a long time ago of her actually like dolled up, like actually looking nice, and I was like, no.
So when you don't look like a schoolgirl, you look like a woman.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way in hell that's the same person. And they were like, yeah, it is. And I was like, holy crap. I was like, I don't think I could ever see it the same, the dorky same way.
Clark Kent thing on you.
She did.
Went all like, Supergirl.
Like if she was Supergirl, I would never be able to tell when she's wearing that school dress. You still not found the hedgehog? No.
I think the Neon's got to go hedgehog hunting, people.
We got we literally can't find the hedgehog. So
some people.
I know, but yeah, her weirdness has weirdly affected me in a positive way. I've grown to like it.
I don't think you've produced an adequate complaint against Atarashii Gakko, making me think that either Neon is turning into an Atarashii Gakko shill, or he just likes them more than BabyMetal. Who knows what it could be?
Oh, don't start that debate again. A suitor did a song, and I was like, hey, I said, I really, really like this, and I was like,
that's because Suman Inu behind Kachi Kachiyama, Suman Inu is the best song of the year. That song is incredible. You never ever complain about it. So you were, whether you were right to say it's better than BabyMetal.
I said they did some things better than BabyMetal. That's it. My Discord will just never let that die.
You did, and you got crucified for that.
I got crucified for that, Kevin. Oh my god!
Cancel Neon. But yeah, no, I in all honesty,
not as bad as my Does Band-Maid Steal Songs video though. That was. That's a blast
I forgot that's what it was called. Yeah, let's not talk about that. I'll be honest, before anyone can sue for that, I saw that video. You made perfectly reasonable points, and you actually ended up defending Band-Maid and saying no, they don't.
That whole video was like 25 minutes of me literally going through defending Band-Maid and everything, and then people just saw the title of the video. Oh.
We need to remember the unimportant thing. Never post a video with a question mark in the title, because people won't listen to what you say about the question. They'll just be angry that you asked the question. That's something that we both know. But I must say though that yeah, I mean, so this all comes back to, if you want us to do another episode like this, we will. But I think this all comes back to that, my fundamental belief, and I'd love to see what people say in the comments about this. I'm doing the YouTuber thing now. I'd love to see what people say in the comments about this idea that I think if you really love something, you don't have to hate it as well, but you have to be able to think of something. You have to be able to look at it in perspective and say, I love it. This is something that I think they could improve. You know, nothing in this world is perfect, and that's what makes life interesting. Things that would perfect would have no character. Character is through the little nuances and imperfections. Even if Neon can't think of anything about Atarashii Gakko that he would change, his love runs too deep. So you gotta go find a hedgehog now, love boy.
Yeah, I gotta go find a hedgehog. I guess, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. Me and Howard, this channel thrives off you guys. Preparing his arms. This channel thrives off your love, and you know, we love reading the comments and all that down below as well. So yeah, thank you guys. Really, really appreciate it. Go on, Howard. I know you want to. I did it last time.
And remember to keep your ears to the east.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love that. I love that little pose. My God. For fuck's sake.